place where we can go and be alone. So come
Okay, so it's the last day of the Maldives trip. We just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about how it went, what the experience was like.
We would have ideally liked to do daily vlogs, but there was like no opportunity. Gia is a mover and a shaker. She never stops going.
She's on the monitor right now, so this is our chance, and we're like, we gotta do it.
Okay, while she's snoozing. We wanted to tell you about our trip. It was amazing. We loved it so much. Right from the airport, it was like, okay, this trip has started. They were waiting for us. Everyone, took our luggage right away, put us on the yacht. Yeah. Within 10 minutes of landing, basically, is how it felt.
There were a couple other passengers on the yacht, but honestly, we got the room downstairs. There were 2 rooms, so we set up.
Tried to nap. We
did not succeed.
No, failed nap. We got some champagne, some snacks. It all felt very short. It was like 45-minute boat ride to the hotel.
Which again, I'll talk about this in my points video, but is that yacht ride round trip worth $950 per person? Absolutely not.
No. It wasn't like, oh, this is like the vacation, but it's necessary.
It's the crown jewel of Hilton. It's going to be expensive. Yeah. And it's just part of the experience.
You can pay with points. Yeah. We just didn't.
And I'll chat about that in my video too.
Yeah. So then we're arriving. Everyone's waving to you on the dock. It was giving White Lotus for sure.
Which for us, we're really not that bougie. So we were like, oh my God, we made it. Is this it?
This is it.
But it was points. So we didn't make it. By the way, we got here and we were like, at this point, it's like 10 p.m. Houston time, 10:30. And we're like, we all need to sleep. Like Gia for sure needs a long nap. She hasn't had a super long nap since the first Qsuites. Our concierge was Adika. You get a concierge. He was incredible the whole time. Just so good.
I'm sure they're all incredible, but if you have the opportunity to get a deco, you won't be missing out on anything. He's so helpful.
He gave us a tour of the island, which we tried to make quick because, again, we just needed to get our sleeping. We get in. There was a welcome cake, happy birthday, because they knew that it was Gia's birthday coming up.
Yeah, another little cute, I don't know what they were.
Cake pops?
Cake pops, yeah. And then they spelled out happy birthday on the bed with palm fronds or something. We were about to cry. I was tearing up a little bit.
Yeah, it was really so cute. Sweet. It was really cute and touching moment. They had wine for us, which we actually looked it up, and it's like a $15 wine. And I knew that if you gently request champagne instead, maybe they oblige you, maybe they don't, but they brought in.
Or did I know that?
Maybe you knew that. And so they did bring some nice.
Yeah, they brought champagne. And then we had it 4 days later because we kept forgetting about it. And we had to ask for ice every single day until we finally
eventually opened it.
Because we're just constantly moving with a 1-year-old. It's just never ends. It's hard to get a time when you're just relaxing. But we relaxed quite a bit.
We did a lot of relaxing, and it's really nice because, again, some people might say, why would you do this vacation with a 1-year-old? Why don't you do it with ourselves? It would be a totally different trip. It would still be super fun. But with kiddos, I think the most important thing is you're going to be in the hotel for naps. You're going to be in the hotel if they are feeling a little funky. And so what better way to spend a vacation than when the villa is your main destination? You're going to be in the villa a lot of the time. Yeah. There's a pool here. We have a swing. We have chairs. We have loungers, nets. We have another bed that swings across. And so we have everything we need right in the villa. And actually right when we got here, normally Hilton can give you upgrades internationally, especially if you're Diamond. But Maldives specifically has verbiage on the website that they will not upgrade you, which is fine. We didn't need an upgrade. That's perfectly fine. But when we got here, Adika was like,
surprise!
You guys actually were upgraded to the King Reef over water villa. And so that means we had the little blue little window to see the ocean. And so we thought that would be awesome for Gia to just be able to crawl on the ground and see through it. And it was awesome.
She liked it a lot.
So yeah, the villa is absolutely incredible. It's got, a living room, which is nice when she's napping. We could go into the living room and hang out.
Huge doors we can close.
We have the monitors, so we could go snorkeling. We could.
Yeah, that's when we had our opportunity to kind of hang out outside and go snorkeling. And one of us would just watch the monitor and the other one would go look for fish and sharks. We swim with sharks. We swam with manta rays and stingrays. It was incredible. There's like 30 feet until there's like a drop off, and we would just go right up into the drop off. I'm not interested in seeing anything bigger than the black tip or nurse sharks. Not interested.
And it's crazy because you don't have to go on like the boating trip to go see these fish. It's like literally we're just like hanging out in the sunrise, and we just see these fish. And so I would jump in and just swim with them. Yeah. And it's beautiful. Especially cool during the first couple days when like we were still adjusting to the time change. It took us kind of 2 full days to kind of get adjusted, and but that also meant we're on the equator. There's a lot of sun here. We have to avoid it both for us, but especially for Gia to be safe. And so we got to spend some cool time and hang out by the
nighttime
water.
Activities
At nighttime, because that was daytime for us while we got adjusted.
Yeah, we didn't go into this trip like thinking, oh, we're just going to be lounging. This is going to be, nice and peaceful. But, it was peaceful. There was peaceful times, but it was like we got to spend this time with our 1-year-old on a beach vacation. Like a beach vacation is for a 1-year-old. It is for kids. So people that say, it's not a good idea, I say poo-poo.
To us, it was a wonderful vacation. There's so many things to do besides just the villa. I will say meals here are super expensive. Prices are nuts. It's like $40 for a burger, $60 for pasta. Order anything with lobster and it's like $200.
Linguine, $125. But, there's ways to circumvent that. The breakfast buffet is incredible.
God, the breakfast.
And it comes with,
We're going to put some pictures and some video here of the food. And there's just like unreal. Yeah. So you come in and there's like an American/English section. I'm saying that because there's beans. So like that's got to be an English breakfast.
It's American with a touch of British.
Just healthy, like oatmeal and muesli and like however you pronounce that. There's just really healthy things. There's an Asian section that has noodles that we'd get every day for Gia, fried rice, kimchi. There's a noodle bar.
Like Indian and Maldivian. There's a few things, like different things that I would try every day.
There's a vegetable and salad bar. There's also like a cold cuts and nice cheeses area. And they also have like the jamon iberico from Spain. It's like cut up like right there. Oh. It's just really well presented. And they even have a kids section that has just like cute little baked goods and juices. Not everyone knows this about the breakfast, but you actually can order champagne and it'll still be like those like really nice champagne.
Yeah, totally free.
Every morning free.
Mimosas, lattes.
Which is considering you normally pay, when we went to Terra, we paid $75 per glass. We'll talk about that in a second. But at breakfast, you can get it for free. Breakfast is a whole experience in and of itself. It's also on the beach. So we'd have this beautiful view of the beach. Gia would be playing around the sand. That's when one morning, we kind of take turns sometimes eating because Gia is just like, she's an explorer. She wants to get out and run and play with the sand. So we would take turns and then Brittany like signaled me over and he's like, oh my God, look, there's a stingray. And so it was just beautiful.
It's majestic for sure. And then every morning they give Gia a little something, bubbles one morning and then a little kitty cat headband today. It was really, they're so thoughtful. And it's crazy. The staff, like men included, men and women alike, they both love babies. So they would like ask to hold Gia. They would ask, they would give her high fives. They would constantly be doting on her and doing sweet, cute little things. Super
kid friendly. And it wasn't one of those things where you feel like they're just trying to perform for you. Like you could tell it was genuine. People loved her.
Yeah.
They love seeing kiddos. I think a lot of them have families and they spend a lot of time on the resort. And so maybe she's a reminder of like the family that they have too. And they're really good with kids. And we felt like she was awesome here. We felt like we weren't just like the extra people that had kids. We were not only the only ones with kids either.
And like probably other properties are different, but with this property, they are very, very family friendly. They have a kids club, which we went once and there was a fair amount of kids there. And it's very like family oriented. You can just feel that. There's quite a few other families here.
And if you're interested in the kids club and you want to go, we didn't get to go to the water park, which we wanted to go to, but we just like, there's always other things we're doing. But they have specific hours if you want to go there. Seems like it'd be pretty fun. There's also 9 to 10 happy hour now.
Which we made the first night because we were so
awake.
Discombobulated. But after that, Gia was
It was
going to
cute.
bed
They had live music. And then the drinks are really, really nice. The canapes are also really yummy. But we only went one night. Other things we did, we'd go to the beach bar, which was really cool and vibey. They had a DJ. Gia was like trying to dance.
She's always on the go. She keeps us on our toes.
The family pool was also really nice. That was right next to the beach bar. But there wasn't that many people there. And I think it's because, well, you have a villa. Like, why would you need to go to the beach bar? This is like your own private area.
Yeah, for sure. So. It's very much like everyone wants their privacy. They want to stay in their villa, which I really enjoyed too. I don't blame them.
Also, one way we kind of circumvented the prices besides just the breakfast bar, we did have a kid with us, and it turns out Gia was really hungry because we ordered so many things off the kids menu.
She was constantly eating. It's so wild. So like he said, the burgers are like $45. Kids meals, which are the quality's the same. Yep. They're just maybe a little smaller, like $16 for pretty much everything. Was about $16.
We'd go to the beach bar and order like a kid's pizza and kids like fish sticks.
It's just like I don't know what she'll like. I let's try the pizza, let's try the fish sticks, let's try it all. Do a little tasting menu for Gia. I'm not hungry. I'm fine.
We'd also take like fruit from the buffet. Like no one's gonna check on you. Like this isn't the kind of place where people are gonna call you out for anything.
Also, they don't care. They did not ask one time about the kids menu thing. They know we're eating. From the kids menu. Sure. They do not care.
Which brings us to the one point that I think, prices, we offset them a lot. And we kind of planned that we wanted to go to Terra. We knew we wanted to go to Terra. That's like that restaurant that's like bamboo, treehouse vibes. Like,
it's like you're in your own little egg, kind of. Yeah.
It's like
it's very pretty.
Pre-fee menu of like 7-course meal. We're, again, not that bougie.
We're not
we don't normally do that. And so we were like, well, we got to do it this one time. We'll get this experience. We took Gia. And honestly, it was pretty underwhelming, especially for the price. The price was like half of the cost of everything we spent at the hotel. And I'm just like, it's like this fine dining little amuse-bouche and, really like fine veal cuts with like, what was the mushroom with
what's the mushroom called?
Yeah. Truffle. So it's like veal cuts with
how not fine
veal cut with truffle, which I just like. I didn't like that much. By the time we got to the 7th course, which is really nice, this nice steak, I was just like,
he gave me a steak
because I was just getting full, and I just overall
it was really good steak.
I would not repeat Terra. Everything has been incredible. Even Terra was beautiful. Gia was also. You'll see what the view for us was like. We had. Our champagnes, and then we had my phone being held up by the light so that she could watch a movie because she refused.
Turning red.
It's the only way she stayed still. She was trying to run around in Terra, and so terrible experience. Maybe not quite that, but we wouldn't repeat it.
It wasn't terrible, but yeah.
I would have rather spent on like more burgers.
I grew up on Chef Boyardee, and so it was different for
Our
me.
breakfast plates were pretty beige. We try to make them unbeige, and Gia certainly ate mostly vegetables, so she tried to show us the way. Even if we didn't always listen. Okay, one more point we wanted to make. Getting around the island. So it's its own private island. It's huge. I mean, it's very private, but it's still very large. And so even to get from one end to the other with a buggy, aka a golf cart, takes like 7 to 10 minutes. So it takes a while.
Yeah, depending on where you're going.
Most of the time we traveled by buggy. We would call a buggy. They would show up, usually pretty quickly, and just do that. So that it was less of a hassle, especially with the sun. We try to all wear UPF shirts and keep Gia protected, wear lots of sunscreen.
Yeah, we're freakos about sunscreen protection.
Absolutely.
So you could just call a buggy. They'd be like, we'll be there in 5 minutes. Super convenient. But they also have bikes. And when we came in, they're just, just the bikes by themselves. And I was like, well, do you have any bikes with baby seats? He was like, absolutely.
We almost said that jokingly. I was like, well, do you have bikes with baby seats? Haha. He's like, yes, we do have bikes.
They have
with baby
everything.
Seats. If you thought of it, we have it.
Yeah. And if we didn't have it, we would go buy it for you. That's how it feels.
It's so much that. And so we got to bike. It was really beautiful.
Yeah.
Gia, I think, really enjoyed her first session biking.
She did. We biked to breakfast 2 days in a row. The first day, amazing. She was laughing. He somehow
You guys
on
will see the
his
footage.
bike,
You'll see the footage of them riding bikes.
filmed us.
Me somehow trying not to eat it.
So yes, the footage of us on the bike is with him on his own bike, filming when doing the bike.
Trying not to die. And I'm here, so we made it.
And the second day, which was this morning, she was not a fan on the way there. So we were like, you know, by the time we were done with breakfast, she was even more tired. So we got a buggy on the way back, and they biked the bikes back for us.
They buggied the bikes back.
for us.
Getting around is awesome. We probably didn't explore a lot that the island had to offer, but, you know, we got exactly what we wanted.
Yeah. And this is Gia's first beach vacation. The first ocean she's ever seen is the Maldivian Indian
Ocean, as we learned. Asked us before we came here, like, where is the Maldives? I'm still not quite sure that I really know. But we were like, I don't know. It's like in the Middle East. Is it? I thought that I was geographically like good with, but no, I had no idea. So this is on the Indian Ocean, and it's gorgeous.
Near India, kind of.
And the temperature of the water is perfect.
Oh yeah,
it's just
it's
like
the pool must be a little heated, or that's just the temperature of it, and it's perfect.
I think it's the sun hitting down.
Both are perfect.
Yeah,
it was just a glorious vacation. Highly recommend. Whether you can pay for it or if you find the standard redemption rate with points, oh my God, you are getting so much bang for your
There's
buck.
a lot of other, Hilton acquired small luxury hotels. So there's a lot of other hotels that may have different standard availability and may be more catered to whatever you're seeking out of a vacation. But
Wait, this
Waldorf.
isn't Gia's first ocean. We
No,
went to
you keep
Cabo.
saying. Actually, Brittany kept telling. I didn't want to correct her. Brittany kept telling everybody, "This is Gia's first beach vacation," and in the back of my mind, I'm like, "No,
You
dude,
didn't
we
correct
went
me
to
once.
Cabo." I'm
I
not
said
about
it
to
like
correct
10
you. I'm not
times.
about to make you look bad and be like, "She doesn't know what she's talking about." But we definitely
We
went to Cabo. But overall, I think this has been a really wonderful stay. We're really grateful we got to do this,
So
especially on points. Isn't necessarily free. There's a lot of things you have to pay for, like the yacht, which you can still pay for with points. The food, which is not cheap. The flight, depending on how you do it, you can do that with points too. But we really loved our time here, just right before leading up to our birthday. Our first birthday party is this coming week. So we're really grateful for it. It's been beautiful. Our last day, we checked in at around 10. So they had the villa ready for us at like 9 a.m., which is wild. And then our flight leaves at 7 p.m. today. So they actually gave us
They
a
moved
different
us
villa.
to this beach. No, it's not is it a beach villa?
It's a reef villa.
Reef villa, which is
Very cool.
different and still cool in its own right, for sure.
We just get to stay here up until we have to leave for our flight. And so they've been
So
super
nice.
accommodating. Hard product, nothing beats it. The staff is incredible. Adiko has been great. Mubarak was also great. Joy at breakfast, I have to call them out. They were just so good. Hassan did our housekeeping. All people that they don't miss a beat.
We're very
So we're
appreciative.
super grateful to have been here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.